Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to chapter 6, and in this chapter we're going to talk about audio. Audio is as important as the video itself. It is half of the viewing experience. In fact, people prefer a bad video with good audio than a good video with bad audio. So as a filmmaker, an upcoming filmmaker or an aspiring filmmaker, don't just focus on creating good videos. You need also to have some level of knowledge on how to record good, clean audio as well. In this video, I'm going to highlight different types of microphones that you can use to record good audio in different types of shoots, as well as some tips on how to record good, clean audio all the time. Now the question is, do I need to record audio? Recording audio goes with the genre of videography that you are doing. If you are just focused on creating music videos or maybe travel videos, real estate videos, or just highlights videos, don't worry much about audio, because for the music videos, you will use original audio tracks of the song. And for real estates, highlights, and travel videos, all you will need is just background music and audio mixing skills in post-production. That's also, you don't really need to worry so much about audio if that is the kind of genres you'll be doing. But if you're going to be filming things like talk shows, wedding videos, YouTube videos, interviews, or discussions, audio will become very important. So at least you should know some basics. This is one of the huge mistakes that I made when I was just starting. I invested so much in video gear and underrated audio until I started being booked for weddings, talk shows, interviews, and all my videos were great, but audio was not proper. It was crap. There's no sound. So I started working on it, and that's why in this course I'm going to share some of those experience and some of the microphones that I've used that can record really good audio. There are different types of microphones out there. There are shotgun microphones, dynamic microphones, condenser microphones, lavalier microphones, or lapel microphones. Which one you choose depends on several factors, like the camera you are using, the type of shoot you are doing, and the crew you have. If you are using a smartphone to shoot your videos, the type of microphone you will need is a lapel microphone like this Dixon M11 or these Boya lapel microphones. I normally use these types of microphones when I'm doing live streaming with my phone. If you're using a DSLR camera, it depends on whether it has a mic jack or not. If it has, the common microphones that I use are the lapel microphones, the shotgun microphone like the one I'm using to record this course right now. If your camera doesn't have a mic jack, you can use a condenser microphone like this one for my reaction videos and record audio directly to the computer and sync it later in post. But if it's on location, you can use an external recorder like the Zoom H6. If you're using a camcorder, you may even use a dynamic microphone, shotgun microphones, or use the XLR adapter and use lapel microphones to record audio straight to your camera. Another factor is the kind of projects you are doing. If you're just doing vlogs or YouTube videos, you can use the Rode mics, very common microphones. You can also use a lapel microphone or condenser microphone if you are doing a sit-down videos like this one and record audio straight to your computer. If I'm doing wedding videos, my go-to type of microphone is lapel microphones. You just mic the bride and the groom and have one camera rolling all the time recording audio. If I'm doing talk shows, interviews, or discussions, my first options is usually lapel microphones as well. They are just easy to use, but there are also times when I use boom microphones as well. The last factor is the size of the crew. If you have someone who can help you record audio separately, you can use external recorders. Or if you have someone who can hold the microphone for you, you can use a boom microphone. But if you are a one-man crew like myself, lapel microphones would always be the best choice. Alright guys, that's all. Those are several factors that can affect how to record good audio in different scenarios. In the next video, I want to look at how to record clean audio all the time. This is it. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace. Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm gonna go over some tips on how you can record high quality, clean audio for your videos. So without wasting time, let's get started. There are different types of microphones out there. Others are cheap, others are expensive, others can record high quality audio, while others are very poor. depending on what microphone you choose, knowing how to record good audio is very important. So let's go through some tips on how to record clean audio all the time. So tip number 1 is to put the mic as close as possible to the mouth of the person. That's the only way to record clean audio of a person speaking. Sometimes if you're using a boom microphone, it is difficult to hold the boom microphone close enough to the mouth, as it will show in the video, but the closest you can get, the better. That's why most of the times I stick to lapel microphones, because they will always be close to the mouth of the person. Tip number 2 is, if you're going to use a lapel microphone, make sure you place it on the subject in the way that their clothing will not keep rubbing the microphone, creating this muffling noise. And then test how the sound is going to come out before you start recording. If they're going to move around, let them move around so that you have an idea of how audio will be when you start recording. And tip number 3 is to check the audio settings in your camera or whatever you are using to record audio. Check the gain and audio levels to make sure that they are not too low, like below 18 decibels, or too high, above -6 decibels. Make sure the audio levels are within -18 dB and -6 dB. That is the good audio for human voice. And tip number 4 is to avoid recording at noisy places. If the wind is too much where you are recording your audio, you can use dead cuts to reduce the wind entering into the microphone. Also try to avoid shooting in places where there is so much echo. But if that is the only place you have, make sure you find a way of damping that echo as much as possible, like using carpets, curtains, or even blankets. If it is a permanent place like this one, put some acoustic panels to reduce that echo. If acoustic panels are expensive for you, just use empty egg trays. Check out my previous studio, how I treated echo with egg trays. And tip number 5 is to choose a good microphone for your audio. Do not neglect audio gear. Some microphones are so good that even if you're shooting at a noisy place, you won't hear much of that noise. Or if you are shooting in an echoey place, you won't hear too much of that echo. I have put a list of microphones you can get for good audio, from the cheapest to the most expensive. Choose whatever that fits within your budget and use these tips to get good audio.